Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm the station manager of Simsbury Community Media. Welcome to Remote Livestream Setup 101 tutorial. In this video, we'll go over how to set up our live streaming laptop, how to get a camera image to the laptop, and finally, how to live stream to YouTube using the Vmix software.
And this is live TV, correct?
Yeah, you know what, live
A quick disclaimer, if you don't know how to set up the camera, tripod, or microphone, then please watch our Field Kit 101 video. This video covers everything you need to know to set up a field camera, tripod, and microphone. We also have other tutorial videos as well. Links can be found in the description of this video. Surveying the location. First, before we get started, it's important to survey the location. You should find a spot that's out of the way of walking areas where you have a clear view of what you're filming. You should also set up near an electrical outlet. This way, you can leave the laptop and the camera plugged in and charging for the duration of the event. You may also want to ask anyone at the location if you can use a small table to put the laptop on. Please don't put our laptop on the ground. Setting up the equipment. Next, you'll need to set up your camera, tripod, and microphone. Watch the Field Kit 101 video, the link is in the description. Once that's completed, we can start setting up our laptop. The laptop will be provided to you by SCM in a carrying bag. In this bag, you will also find the charging cable for the laptop, a basic USB mouse, HDMI to HDMI mini adapter, a 15-foot HDMI cable, an Elgato cam link, and a USB cable. The HDMI devices should usually all be linked together when you receive the equipment. But if they're not, we'll go over how to set them up later in this video. It's important to set up the laptop near the camera so the cable can reach between the two devices. Find a surface to place the laptop on that's near the camera and where you'll have easy access to it. Next, plug in the provided laptop charging cable into this port. Then plug the other end of the charging cable into the electrical outlet. Live streaming uses a lot of battery, so make sure the laptop is securely plugged in for the duration of the event. Open the laptop, hit the power button located on the top right of the keyboard to turn it on. That's right here, you can see. Once the laptop turns on, you'll be greeted by the login screen. Type in the provided password. If you don't remember the password, contact SCM staff. That's me. Once you're logged into Windows, you'll now have to complete a short checklist in order to live stream. Checklist item 1. This seems like a no-brainer, but make sure to connect the laptop to the internet. This step is vital to live streaming, and you cannot live stream without the internet. There are a few ways to connect to the internet. The first way is to connect to the location's public Wi-Fi network. You can do this by clicking the Wi-Fi symbol at the bottom right corner of the desktop. This will bring up a settings window. Near the Wi-Fi symbol, there's an arrow. Click on this arrow, and you'll be able to see the Wi-Fi networks available to you. Any Wi-Fi network that doesn't have a lock symbol on it is available for you to use without a password. It's best to use the public Wi-Fi network for the location you are in because it will likely have the strongest connection. The name of the network might be something like the name of the location followed by the word public. Left click on the Wi-Fi network and then left click on connect. If the location you're in doesn't have any public internet, but private internet is available, then make sure to ask any staff or other volunteers at the location for the password. Once you have the password, you can left click on the private Wi-Fi network and left click on connect. You'll be prompted to enter the password. Once you've correctly entered the password, you should be good to go. If there's no internet available at all, you will not be able to live stream, but you can still record the event for a later broadcast. Checklist item number 2. Now that the laptop is connected to the internet, we gotta perform a quick internet test. Open up Google Chrome and go to speedtest.net. There's a shortcut to this website on Chrome's homepage that you can click on. It looks like this. On speedtest.net, hit the go button in the middle of the screen and let the test commence. After about a minute, you should have the results of the internet speed test. If the test shows the upload speed is less than 3 megabits per second, or abbreviated Mbps, the live streaming will not be optimal. In this case, you may want to forgo the live stream and just record the event for later broadcasts. If the upload speed is 3 megabits per second, or abbreviated Mbps, or above, you're good to go. You can close out of Google Chrome by clicking the red X in the top right-hand corner of the app. Checklist item number 3. Earlier, I brought up the importance of the HDMI cable that's going to connect the camera to the laptop. It's time to take this cable out of the bag. You want to plug the HDMI mini cable, that's this guy right here, into the camera. To do this, gently move the flap located on the right-hand side of the front of the camera. The mini HDMI cable goes into this port right here. The HDMI mini cable has a small Velcro strap on it. We use this to strap the HDMI mini cable to the camera hand strap like this. This is to make sure the cable doesn't end up moving in front of the lens at all. On the other end of our HDMI cable, you'll find the Elgato cam link. This end plugs into the USB 3 port on the laptop. The USB 3 port is located on the left side of the laptop right here.
No!
Not the Ethernet port. There we go, Cole. Good job. You got there eventually. Cole's our intern. He's a great guy. Just in case these cables did not come pre-assembled for you, they should be pre-assembled, but if they're not, this is the order that they connect in. The HDMI mini cable plugs into the regular form factor HDMI cable like so. The other end of the HDMI cable plugs into the Elgato cam link. Finally, the Elgato cam link plugs into the USB extender like this. Once your cables are plugged into one another, they are connected to the camera and the laptop. You're ready to move on to the next step. Good job. Checklist item number 4. If you haven't already, you can turn on the Canon camcorder and the microphone. If you don't know how to do this, then please refer to the Field Kit 101 video, link in the description. Checklist item number 5. On the left-hand side of the Windows desktop, you'll see a shortcut with the Vmix logo labeled SCM Livestream V1. Double-click on this shortcut and it will open up the Vmix preset we created for you. If you're not seeing this preset, make sure you clicked on the correct shortcut. Checklist item number 6. After Vmix loads up, you should see the same Vmix window you're familiar with if you've covered government meetings in town. If you haven't worked with Vmix before, don't worry. It's an easy-to-use program once you get the hang of it. On the bottom left side of the Vmix software, you should see 4 rectangular tiles. Each of these tiles are labeled. Tile number 1 should be labeled Cam Link 4K. Here you should see the feed from your camera. If you don't see the feed from your camera, please skip ahead to the troubleshooting section of this video.
Checklist item number 7.
Now that you can see your camera feed in Vmix, we'll go over how to properly prepare Vmix for streaming. Tile number 3 displays a live stream starting soon graphic. Select this tile. Once you select the tile, you should see the live stream starting soon graphic pop up in the preview window on the top left side of the Vmix software. Since this preview window does not broadcast out, we want to move the live stream starting soon graphic to the broadcast window. In the top middle of the screen, you'll see a button labeled Fade. Click this button to fade the live stream starting soon graphic to the broadcast window. Now click the tile with the camera feed to move it into the preview window so that when the event starts, you can easily swap the two. Checklist item number 8. On the bottom right corner of the Vmix software, you'll see the audio control panel. Here, you're gonna see the audio feed from the microphone you have hooked up to the Canon camera. Monitoring the audio through headphones is essential to having a nice, coherent sounding program. You'll want to plug your headphones into the computer, since this is the device the audio is gonna broadcast from. A good way to tell if the audio is an appropriate level is if the bar you see moving up and down in the middle of the screen between the broadcast and the preview panel is green and tops out right around the fade button. A very important thing to remember is to ensure the audio is on. That's located right here in the audio mixer panel. You'll want to toggle the volume button in the master audio tile so it's green. This means the audio is on. If the icon is not green, then that means no audio will be transmitted. You'll still be able to hear it in the headphones, but it will not broadcast or record the audio. Make sure the audio icon is green in order to record and broadcast the audio. Checklist item number 9. Now we're going to title your stream. On the bottom left, there will be a tile labeled Text HD. Right click on this tile. Then left click on the title editor option. This will bring up a new window. On the default selected message tab, we can change the name of the event to accurately reflect whatever it is, followed by the current date. Once you've done this, you can click the red X at the top right-hand corner of the title editor window. The name and date should now be updated. To make the titles appear on the screen, click on the small number 1 located between the preview panel and the broadcast panel. It's located right here. Your text may appear misaligned. To fix this issue, click on the gear icon located on the bottom right of the text HD tile. A settings window will pop up. Left click on the position option located in the menu on the left hand side. You may want to move the window out of the way of the broadcast window so you can see where you're moving the text. If you need to move the text to one side, use the slider next to the words Pan X. If you want to move the text up or down, move the slider next to the words Pan Y. Once you have the title where you'd like it, close out of this settings window. Beginning the live stream. We typically begin live streaming and recording about 5 minutes before the event begins. This is when we use the live stream starting soon graphic. Before the stream is started, make sure to turn off the master audio. Again, you know it's off if it's not highlighted green. On the bottom left of the Vmix window, you'll see the record button. To start recording, left click on the record button. The record button will change color. When it's red, it means it's successfully recording. To start the live stream, left click on the stream button. The button will highlight yellow and should turn red within a few seconds. The red color means a live stream is successfully being sent out. If the color remains yellow, then there's an issue with the stream and you should contact SCM staff. That's me. When the event begins, select your camera feed in the Vmix tile and click on the fade button. This will put the camera feed out live. Then turn the master audio back on. Again, this should be highlighted green for the audio to broadcast. To toggle your event tile and the SCM bug, click on the 1 and 2 buttons located in the middle of the screen right here. A good way to make sure the stream is going out correctly is to monitor the feed on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/SimsburyTV on either your smartphone or the computer you're using and click on the live stream. If everything looks and sounds okay, you're good to go. Wrapping up the stream. When the event is over, you'll stop the stream and recording. Left click on the stream button. There'll be a pop-up confirming that you'd like to end the stream. Left click yes. To stop the recording, left click on the record button and confirm with the pop-up that you would also like to end the recording. You're now ready to close Vmix. Left click on the red X button on the top right-hand corner of the Vmix window. You may be asked if you want to save any of the changes made in Vmix. Do not save any changes to Vmix, please. It would also be appreciated if you could close out of any other tabs or windows you have open. After that's done, you can now turn off the computer. Time for breakdown. Now you can unplug the HDMI mini from the camera and the USB from the laptop. Please leave all the linked cables connected, pretty please. Put the laptop, the USB mouse, linked cables, and the charger back into the bag. It would be greatly appreciated if you can double check and make sure each item is in the bag before leaving to ensure it's all together. We do use this for many different things.
Troubleshooting.
Now previously, I mentioned that when you boot up Vmix, you should see the camera feed. If you don't see the camera feed, no worries, we can easily fix this. On the Camlink 4K tile, press the little cog icon located on the bottom right corner. It looks like this. This opens up the settings window. Now in the settings window on the top right hand side, you'll see a button that says change. Left click the change button. It will open up an additional settings window. On this screen, left click on the camera button and a drop down list should appear. Now amongst these options, you'll see Camlink 4K. Left click on Camlink 4K and hit the OK button on the bottom right of the window. You should now see the camera image inside the Vmix software. If you still don't see the camera image, make sure all the cables are plugged in correctly. If this doesn't work, try restarting all the equipment. That includes the camera and the laptop. If this doesn't resolve the issue, please contact SCM staff for help. Another issue you might have is the audio being too loud or too quiet. If the audio bar is turning orange or red, then your audio is way too loud. This is solved by dragging the slider down on the master audio tile. This is located right here in the bottom right-hand corner of Vmix. If the audio is too quiet, you can move the slider up. Remember, it's important to monitor the audio with your headphones during the whole event. This way, if there's an issue with the audio, you'll be able to diagnose and fix it sooner rather than later. Once everything's put into the bag and secure, congratulations! You just successfully did a remote live stream of an event. Thank you so much for volunteering at SCM. Volunteers like you make our community great. If you have any additional questions or you'd like to schedule one-on-one training, please contact our station. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.